This week's VR lineup is so stacked, even your headset might need a breather. We're talking high-octane chaos, mind-bending puzzles, and maybe a few virtual bruises, emotionally of course. Even if you're Team Quest 3 rocking the PSVR 2 crown, or flexing a PCVR rig that sounds like a spaceship, there's something spicy on the menu. So strap in, grab your snacks, and let's dive into the digital madness. Smash that like, drop a comment, and subscribe if you love VR Chaos Weekly. Neolithic Dawn. This game is set in the brutal Ice Age, where you'll play as a Neolithic hunter-gatherer trying to stay alive in a world teeming with wild beasts, ancient ruins, and unpredictable weather. Craft weapons and tools with physics-based mechanics, tame ferocious Ice Age creatures, and explore 5 massive open-world maps, each with its own unique dungeon. What sets this experience apart is its generational progression system. If your character dies, you'll return as their child in a world forever changed by time. Real-time day/night cycles and shifting seasons add even more layers of challenge and immersion. Created by a passionate indie team, the game enters early access with the goal of shaping the ultimate survival experience through community feedback. Build, explore, and fight your way through a beautifully untamed ancient world where every decision echoes across generations. Undead Citadel. Our next game plunges you into an action-packed VR adventure where you'll face off against swarms of grotesque undead in a cursed medieval fortress. With an intuitive physics-driven combat system, every sword swing, axe blow, or hammer smash mirrors your real-life motion, making you feel every brutal hit. Wield over 60 melee and ranged weapons, from warhammers and maces to bows and explosives, each with its own strengths, durability, and flair. The enemy variety is just as vast, with rotting foes wielding armor, weapons, and plenty of bad intention. Story mode takes you through 10 detailed levels filled with exploration, puzzles, and lore behind the undead plague. Prefer chaos? Horde mode throws waves of enemies at you to see how long you can last. Every weapon you find is stored in your personal armory for testing in sandbox mode. This isn't just a game, it's a full-blown undead smashing playground.
Well, let's shed some light on it.
Crave. And now, this one drops you into the heart of nature's darkest labyrinths in what might be the most authentic spelunking experience ever built for VR. Forget maps, your environment is the map. A massive subterranean playground full of tight squeezes, vertical climbs, and eerie silence. You'll face real environmental challenges like water-filled passages, narrow tunnels, and high ledges, all while relying on your gear, instincts, and brute determination. Mark your trail with chalk like a true cave explorer. Use a hammer to bust through natural obstacles, and scale walls and ceilings using ice axes that make you feel like a vertical ninja. There's no jump scare horror nonsense here, just a deep, mysterious atmosphere that creeps into your senses the deeper you go. You'll even need to keep your gear in top shape to survive. If claustrophobia doesn't get you, the thrill of exploration definitely will. Warriors. Oh, and how can we forget Warriors? This one is also shaping up to be a no-nonsense, adrenaline-fueled VR shooter built for both lone wolves and squad-based chaos lovers. From the moment you jump in, you'll get access to all weapon skins and characters during early access. No grinding required. Whether you're locking horns with AI bots or joining full-on multiplayer showdowns, you'll find 8 diverse game modes, from the tactical pace of search and destroy to the chaotic frenzy of kill confirmed and zombie survival. Each map is tailored for specific thrills, tight, quick-fire skirmishes in small arenas, or large-scale tactical warfare across sprawling terrains. Prefer sniping from a rooftop, or going full Rambo with a shotgun indoors? Warriors supports your flavor of carnage. You can dive into missions solo, host community matches, or just rack up kills against bots to sharpen your reflexes. It's fast, responsive, and proudly stripped of fluff. Pure VR FPS fun. The Obsessive Shadow. This last one pulls you into a slow-burning nightmare where you're not just playing a game, you're surviving childhood fear in its purest form. You'll step into the tiny shoes of Liam, a 9-year-old boy, suddenly left alone when the power cuts out, leaving his home cloaked in darkness. With only a flickering flashlight and your mother's increasingly cryptic voice on the phone as your guide, you'll creep through your once safe home, now warped into a maze of shadows. But you're not alone. Something lurks in the darkness, watching, stalking, waiting for a mistake. As the night progresses, what begins as eerie silence spirals into a paranoid descent, where each hallway hides danger, and every sound feels like a threat. You'll need fast reflexes, sharp instincts, and a steel will to stay alive. Will morning come, or will the darkness devour everything you know? This is terror, PSVR style. Now let's move on to some spicy VR game news. Xbox Quest 3S sells out fast. Welp, it's gone. Meta's shiny new Quest 3S Xbox Edition has officially sold out on meta.com just 3 days after launch, faster than you can say, "Where's my controller?" But fear not, yet. Best Buy in the US is still clinging to a few units, though with a delivery ETA that's more coming soonish than instant gratification. In the UK, you might still luck out with same-day pickup if the VR gods are kind. Folks are already flipping these babies on eBay for anywhere between a fair and "are you kidding me?" Meta now recommends just grabbing a standard Quest 3 or 3S to get your Xbox fix. But let's be honest, it's not the same without that collectible controller flip. Oh, and fun fact, this new headset rocks the same lenses as the 2018 Oculus Go. Retro? Yes. Groundbreaking? Kinda not. Still cool? Absolutely. Kayak VR adds thrilling Yucatán caves. Strap on your headset and brace your arms. Kayak VR Mirage just dropped its Yucatán DLC, and it's the most tranquil adrenaline rush you'll ever experience. The guided tour feels like a lazy river ride, but in HD with bioluminescent worms lighting up cave walls like it's VR avatar night. You'll instinctively duck, gasp, and maybe scream a little internally as you paddle through tight crevices and towering stalactite cathedrals that look so real you'll check for water on your carpet. Free roam mode lets you float around at your own speed like a peaceful cave ghost with biceps. And racing mode? Oh boy, this is where your arms beg for mercy as you zip through the dark like you're in Fast and Furiously Wet. Add a motion rig, and suddenly you're not in Kansas anymore. You're bouncing through rapids with your butt doing half the work. Verdict? It's splashing brilliant. Crystal Lair feels eerily cursed. There's a strange energy pulsing through the mountainside retreat of Crystal Lair, and it's not just your short game getting cursed. Set on a gorgeous Venezuelan cliffside, this new DLC for Walkabout Mini Golf welcomes you to a wellness retreat run by the definitely not suspicious Cristobal, an inspirational villain who may or may not be channeling the dark side through crystals and mini golf holes. Think Spa Brochure meets Scooby-Doo villain Lair. with just enough ambiguity to keep you nervously laughing while sinking putts next to glowing rock. According to the devs, the course was built to let players decide what's really going on, but trust your gut. Enlightenment shouldn't feel this haunted. From hole 1 to 18, it's full of eerie vibes, zen gone wrong, and some of the most creatively sinister level design the game has ever seen. Bring your putter, and maybe an exorcist. VR Little Nightmares game revealed. Grab your raincoat and prep your nerves. Little Nightmares VR Altered Echoes is creeping its way into your headset. Officially announced during Bandai Namco's recent showcase, this spooky side trip brings the beloved puzzle platform horror series into virtual reality for the first time. The trailer teased fans with a chilling whisper. Every step echoes closer. And yep, that familiar tune is back to haunt your inner child in glorious VR. As for details, they're playing coy. No launch date, no developer name, no confirmed platforms, just pure ominous energy and a coming soon tag. The event mostly shined the spotlight on Little Nightmares 3, dropping October 10th, an enhanced edition of the original game, a comic series, and even a stop-motion project. So while the flat-screen crowd got a feast, VR fans were handed a single delicious breadcrumb. Stay tuned, because this nightmare's only just getting started, and now it's in your headset. So which one are you diving into first? Hit like, scream your pick in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for next week's madness. Same VR time, same VR channel.
Can you hear me? Listen. The tunnel behind you collapsed. There's no way we can get through to you, but don't panic.